again, sitting in your meetings, I never looked at it that way. The only way to know if a guy can run is you got to make him run and time it, and then get him to run again and time
That's
that.
right.
That's a unique perspective to what some would see as overwhelming info that you're headed somewhere with it.
I think it does two things. It makes guys think. It makes them, they don't get bored. They don't say, you know, it's like when you have a really good teacher in school, that teacher challenges you with a lot of information. I mean, and it creates a sense of urgency. I got to learn this. Whereas if it seems like, well, we don't have that much, human nature is to procrastinate.
Absolutely.
And, you know, you want to, and it's the same way for coaches. So it keeps us on the edge also. But somewhere down the line, we're going to have to use this. So that's why we install the way we do.
Use the line. Use the line fast as you can. Fast as you can. Right there, fast. Good. Good. That's it. That's it. Fast. Move those arms. That's it. That way hard. First. First. That's it. First. Stay low when you do it. Stay low when you do it.
Our inclination is to procrastinate. Our inclination is to convince ourselves we have time. And one thing about football, you ain't got time.
You don't have time.
And as it relates to your installs and everything's going from I don't want to say generic, but it's not specific per se to an opponent. When do you start to shift it to like, okay, this is for week 1, this is for Nebraska, this is for Colorado State?
Right. Usually what we do is we'll take what training camp is built for is to develop skills. And what we want to do in all these different defenses you put in, you have to use different skill sets in those defenses, whether it be our third down pressures or, you know, whether we're playing short yardage. So we're just training skills right now through training camp. Now, once you get through about 2 weeks into training camp, now you start zooming in and saying, okay, we've got to do this to get ready for, you know, TCU. Now we may take a couple of days and work on some opponents, you know, that we play during the season that may present some unique challenges. You know, whether they run unbalanced formation or, you know, not that we're playing it, but if you were playing a triple option team that was totally different than something you ever see, we would take certain times in practice, you know, and be able to work that.
Sure.
That's kind of our mindset on
Plant
that.
drive. Plant drive. Good. Plant drive. Plant. Don't come up. Don't come up. Good, hard, good. Plant, that's better. Okay, hey, better on the stick and drive. Hey, keeping your hips low. Think, bend those knees. If I can't feel my hamstrings, all right, and old as I am, I can still feel a hamstring when I bend. All right, that's the way I want it. Get to it. Get to it. Get to it. Good. Get to it. Good. Get to it. Reach forward. Go. Right there. Let's go.
You find that there's a fine line between repetitive working on what you know you're going to see, but also saving time for those things that just might happen to pop up.
Absolutely, because, you know, I'm a firm believer. You've got to create good habits, and the only way you can create muscle memory is you have to be repetitive. You have to do things. I mean, 365 perfect times for something to become muscle memory. So you have to be repetitive.
Yeah. Not just do it perfect.
You do it perfect. That's exactly right. It's a lot harder to do it perfect. And if you don't, you got to start over. So that's our constant challenge. But at the same time, you have to be flexible enough to where I've got to be able to move on to other things. And you've probably heard it in the meetings, you know, when I'm going to correct you once, all right? But you're going to correct yourself the second time. If not, we have to move on because you can't, every day can't be like day one. You have to build. It's just like you take, you know, algebra, all right? I learned what to do on day one, all right? I go to day two, when I've forgotten what I did on day one, I can't do day 2. That's the way learning is.
Yeah.
So that's, there's a fine line in that.
All the way to that line. Go. Don't shorten it. Don't shorten it. Good. That's it. Stick. Get there. Good stick. Good stick. Good stick. Right there. Go. Better. Better, Brandon. Better. Stick. Right there. Good. Go. Go. Yeah. Yeah. Good job, Cam. Hey, keep your feet. Hey, everything you do, keep your feet right there. Here we go. Hey. Good. Fast. Good. Mirror him. That's right. Hey, if he slows, then you slow on the mirror. Get back. All right, here we go. Back up just a little bit, Ross. Right there, Rick. Hit. Yeah. 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 Good. Good. That's it. Here we go. Right there. Hands up. Rick. Hit. Pace. Pace is better, Brandon.
Is there anything you're seeing from any of your players where they are self-led and taking things on themselves without a coach being present?
Oh, absolutely. When we finish in the morning, we do lunch right after practice, and every day since we started camp, the safeties have come in there, gotten their food, they go back, all right, they go in the meeting room themselves without a coach, on their own, and they watch the practice film. So they're already prepared for the video when I come in the afternoon to watch. So, and then they can communicate with each other. And, that it builds a bond. But it also, they take pride in their performance. Whatever the organization is, no matter what business you run, you always want the people you work with to have pride in their performance. And when they do that, they're going to do those extra things.
Now, when I step, all right, I want to go, I want to be here. I don't want to get like this. That's where I lose my power. All right, here we go. Keep those feet. Now, keep your head out of it. All right, I'm just going to lock my arms straight out. Here we go. Hit. Shove. 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 Right there. All right, here we go. Boom.
Don't drop.
Hit. Don't drop. Eyes up. Good. Go. Wrap. Boom. Right there. Go. In. Good. Go. Right step. Boom. Near leg. Go. Bam. Good. Hey. Just don't overshoot it. Right? Hey.
Coach, one thing that you'll see in practice is guys making mistakes, guys failing. How do you manage the failure from players in practice?
First of all, you want to put guys in challenging situations, right? And you don't make it easy. So the best coaching is when they have made a mistake, right? Because you can coach off of that mistake. It's not personal. It's okay. This is what we were trying to do. This is what you did. Okay. This is how we've got to fix it. And I've always believed you never let a failure go to waste, all right? A failure is an opportunity to correct and get better. The only time a failure is bad is when you don't do anything about it. So using those situations in practice, that's the best things to work on is when they make a mistake. Now, what you want to do is find out the players that can fix it, and the next day, they do it exactly the way they're supposed to, and they look at you and say, Coach, I got this.
Open. Can't break down. All right, here we go. Out here. Let's go. On the hop.